Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, meine Damen und Herren, señores y señoras, mesdames et kere. Here we are back again. This is game number 2 of tonight's semifinals. It is Beastyqt against Nice. We are here on Shakura's Plateau. This is the map of choice by our friend Nice. I was asking him where he is from as the countdown started. If unfortunately he was not able to tell me in time where he's from, so it is still a mystery. Maybe someone in the chat knows where our Zerg player Nice is from. He is now spawning here on the bottom left position as the orange Zerg player. In the top right we have Beastyqt here as the yellow Terran player. So let's just think about the last game a little bit longer. So I will just show you the camera of Mr. Pink, who's the German caster for tonight's Competo Cup. So what did really happen there in the last game? Beastie was unsieged with the siege tanks, and then he just got attacked by Nice with everything Nice had. Ultralists, Mutalisks, Roaches, Zerglings, Banelings, neural parasiting, infestors, baneling, bombs with the overlords, everything. And Beastie told me after this game, of course he would get attacked after the when he unsieged his siege tanks. And I told you it was so fun to watch all of his army die in like 3 seconds. But then Beastie did two very, very good things, and this was I was talking about, and this is even more important than the micro. I mean, Beastie lost his complete army, but it did two really muy importante, sehr wichtig, very important, очень, I forgot the name, the word in Russian. He did two very important things. He just got like 20 barracks, all with reactors. He got the medivacs. He denied the expansions of Nice, and he did also some really good damage with this double barracks opening, which he is doing once again. The bunker on the bottom is finished. The bunker on the top will get finished as well. And now let's see how much spine crawlers will there be finished pretty soon. He needs to protect this spine crawler, because if this spine crawler is not protected, Nice is not in the best position here. So now this spine crawler just finished, and this spine crawler at the top needs to get rearranged. Just not so much. He just moved it 2 squares. You only have to move it 1 square. Now the Zerglings moving out, attacking the SCVs here. One SCV going down. The SCV still can repair stuff, and Nice is not rearranging his spine crawler. Spine crawler at the top going down. The spine crawler at the bottom will do enough damage here after all to take out the Marines. Let's take a look at the HP, but 3 Marines at full HP left, so for the moment the worst, the biggest crisis has been averted. Now he's deciding to prioritize the spine crawlers over the queen, so that's why he got the spine crawlers at first, now getting the queen at the natural, now getting the queen at the main, and now with the spine crawler finished, with his speedlings out, he should be able to just drone up right away. And just a reminder for everybody who's in the chat. Troll's gonna troll and haters gonna hate. So, Zerglings, good job by Nice to clean up all those retreating Marines by Beastie as soon as Beastie realized, won't be too successful here. But he pulled away with all of his Marines, not being too successful, and now he just got a Marauder in production, and he should attack this tech lab instead of the barracks, but he was not doing this, so now there is this Marauder out, he's in a better position. So Beastie now going for the research for the stim and the combat shield at the same time. Now this orbital command is landing here at the natural, and with this triple barracks wall, and of course here he got a re-export for a possible high economy bailing attack, but this is not just yet happening. And Nice once again, he wants to macro hard and really hard, going here for this hidden expansion. Of course, Beastyqt has no clue about this expansion. So do we see a Baneling's Nest? Yes, we see a Baneling's Nest coming up by Nice. And if we take a look at the last game, what I said, that in terms of macro and denying expansion is much more important than micro, this is another really interesting aspect of the game. I realized that as a Zerg player, for example, injecting the lava all the time is so much more important than doing some fancy Mutalist micro. Because if you have the lava available, you just can go for the Zerglings, for the drones so fast, allowing you to just get up more stuff more quickly. So a macro, especially in StarCraft 2 and most likely in StarCraft 1, of course there's an exception from time to time which just comes down to pure micro, for example like Blink Stalkers or 4-gate PvP, but in the general macro game sense, long games, non-mirror matches, macro is one of the most important aspects of the game, of course, next to scouting and decision making and expanding and stuff like this. But if you're macroing poorly, you will not be successful. And many speedlings out here forcing a stim off of Beastyqt moving up here to the 10 o'clock. Oh, there's nothing going on. Zerglings try to pick up those marines. The stim should wear off now any second. And is he going to stim again? Yes, he's stimming once again. And all those marines are in the red, going down right now to the Zerglings. So good job, well done by Nice to just force a stim once, run away, force a stim once again, and just get rid of those units, because a marine stimmed twice is down to 35 HP prior to 55 HP including the combat shield. So by the way, he should connect his main base and the natural. There we see the Queen laying the creep tumor down. I didn't say a word. He's going for the Spire right now. This expansion just finished, and now he's going for that expansion as well. So this is really interesting. Still not going for the most common Zerg expansion here at the 10 o'clock. Now it's getting a little bit cold in here because I have to close the window once again. So let's follow Mr. Pink for 1 second. Be right back. Actually, nothing really is happening in the game, which allows me to just open up another beer. So, salute, prost, na zdrowie, cheers, a votre santé, gambay, kampai, na zdraví. And, like our friends in Finland used to say, kipes. And of course, people who speak German absolutely know what's meant there when the Finnish people say kippes. So, Beastyqt still on 2 base. Let's take a look. How much production facilities does he have? 5 barracks, 3 reactor, 2 tech left, 2 tech left factories. Does he have the siege mode? Yes, but no infernal pre-igniters, so no blue flame Hellion harass. Starport being finished is finished with a whoa. Okay, we see a command center landing here. We see Beastyqt now spotting this base. Looks like our friend Saitini helped out a little bit here as well, but I'm not sure about the second word. But anyway, why did I just say whoa? Because Nice just decided to go for 17 mutas. Now this hatchery will survive because the mutas, in addition to the Zerglings, will just clear up everything here. And now the question will be if Nice will be able not to only take out the siege tanks and the medivacs, but also to take out missile turret number 1, 2 and 3 here as well. So he's got quite a lot of mutas, and or is he just ignoring everything? Okay, he took out the medivacs, he took out the marines, took out one single missile turret, and then he decides just to fly away because there's only a couple of marines and no actually real missile turret here in the main base of Beastyqt. So nice decision making by Nice. to take out just more stuff, and now the mutas are over the mineral line, and Beasty still being on 2 base. I mean, he was able to secure the 12 o'clock invert smiley face expansion, but on the other hand, just losing so much stuff here in this main base. And might this actually be a GG already? I think no, not just yet, because he got 2 Thors in production, more Stimp Marines moving in. Let's take a look at the units lost. Beasty being not too much behind, but in terms of economy he sure is, because now he's only mining on 2 base. Thor number 1 is out, Thor number 2 will be out in the next 15 seconds. Only 1 missile turret here next to this missile turret helping out, and with Beasty not having the high-sec auto-tracking upgrade, which allowing the missile turrets to get 16-17% more range 8 instead of range 6, instead of range 7. Missile turret's not quite too effective here. Another supply depot going down. Meanwhile, he's mining here. He's mining here. He just finished with a 10 o'clock location as well. But for the moment, Nice is not focusing a little bit too much on drones, but instead he's going for the 26 Zerglings. So this Mutalisk attack by Nice. At first he was defending this push here at this top and left corner expansion, took out the siege tanks, and then was a little bit indecisive here in that region, taking out the missile turret and taking out a couple of SCVs as well, and then with this decision to move over here, kill so many Marines, couple of medivacs, nearly all of the SCVs. He did do quite some damage, having this drone here moving around and taking even the bottom right corner expansion. So I was not too sure about his decision of Shakura's plateau, but now I am more than ever, because his decision making in terms of where to expand absolutely paid off already, especially since Beasty is stimmed up with his Marines here at the center location. But now he's got so much metal, a goodie style, a lot of Thors, a lot of siege tanks, and so many Marines. I think Nice will have quite some trouble defending this, but the Banelings still moving in here, taking out a lot of SCVs right now. There we go, more Zerglings moving in, but in the end, with all the siege tanks and Thors clumped up together, the Banelings of Nice actually did quite some damage there. And now what is a Zerg player doing in general if he needs to replenish quite a lot of passes pretty fast? He is going for some roaches, so we get 20 roaches in production, 6 Banelings here as well. Banelings most likely will get taken out. Nice move by Nice to just cancel his forces. A couple of roaches moving out, but they don't care about the Marines. They just try to get home as fast as possible. So now he's got 10 roaches in total in addition to the mutas, but nice macro here by Beasty. Beasty only got the +1 attack, got the +2 attack in research, still able to hold off. In the end he will need to retreat, but the question is, did he do enough damage? And I think yes, especially with taking out this expansion and still having this 12 o'clock expansion here up and running. He's not in too bad of a position now. The Stimp Marines still taking out the remaining roaches, and it's just 19 more roaches in production. And even though getting as a Zerg plague, I can completely understand to get the roaches. They are quite cheap, they're not too expensive. They're pretty cost effective and stuff like this, but if you're up against the mass Stimp Marine army, just roaches won't cut it. You need some centrifugal hooked up Banelings to get rid of stuff like this, in addition to the mutas. Roaches are not good enough against the Marine metal army. You will just not prevail, you will just buy yourself some time, but in the end it will not be enough. So roaches trying to move in here, and here are the Marines on the low ground, the siege tanks on the high ground, getting rid of more and more. And after Nice once again having a really nice start in the game after the first big battle with his Mutalist, he once again did not too well in the terms of decision making. Now he's going for Banelings, now he's got the Burrow for the roaches, but this is a little too late.